Hello, 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 ASMR Nation. I have four kind of like fantasy sci-fi books that I bought 3 of them today, and one of them my son had. And none of them, well, one of them's kind of for me, but the other ones are actually my son's early Christmas presents because he reads sci-fi fantasy. So before we get into this little book haul, you know the drill. You know the deal. We got to do some channel maintenance, some channel hygiene. So if you're new here, welcome to my nonsense. If you're old here, welcome back. Oh, geez. If you're new here, please consider hitting subscribe. And if you're old here, go double check. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit the like if you like. Leave a comment. It could be anything related to the video. It could just be a hello, a few emojis, whatever, as long as it's cool and respectful. Hit the notification bell. As always, I will link my tip jars down yonder in the description box. No pressure whatsoever, but every $1 or $2 helps. That is what allows me to continue to make content. Also, you are invited to my Patreon. I know not everybody can come, but you can't say you weren't invited. The link is down below, and I post a lot over there. Let us not use this opportunity to ask what's going on with my hair, because it's nonsense. It's blasphemy. It's been a long day. It's been a long few days. So, the one I kind of got for myself. Sometimes I buy Christmas presents for other people that are actually for myself. And that one is Graveyard Shift by M.L. Rio. And it is a little novella. So it is 134 pages. This is like a book you can read in, a day if you're just chilling, or a couple days. I hope it's good. I didn't look up anything, but it is by the author of If We Were Villains, which I do want to read. Maybe. We'll see how this goes. And it is a Barnes & Noble exclusive. My dog is snoring. And the monthly pick. 2 little stickers. But I don't know how I feel about it. But I do have these things called Scridgets that you can help. It helps you to pick stickers off of stuff. Praise for Graveyard Shift. This place has everything. Rats, fungus, thrills, chills, mysteries, hostile incidents, and M.L. Rio deftly weaves it all together in a short, sweet, okay, maybe not that sweet story. A rad, crisp, creepy read. Says Chuck Wendick. He wrote The Book of Accidents, which I think I have downstairs. Okay, this is about 5 night shift workers, an ancient cemetery, and an open grave. Every night in the college's ancient cemetery, 5 people cross paths as they work the late shift. A bartender, a rideshare driver, a hotel receptionist, the unofficial steward of the derelict church that looms over them, the editor-in-chief of the college paper, always in search of a story. One dark October evening in the defunct churchyard, they find a hole that wasn't there before, a fresh open grave where no grave should be. Who dug it, and for whom? Atmospheric and eerie, with the ensemble cast her fans love and a delightfully familiar academic backdrop. Graveyard Shift is a modern gothic tale in If We Were Villains, author M.L. Rio's inimitable style. So, if you like rats and fungus, if you like shrooms, it's probably going to be a little gross, but I'm here for it. I think I feel a sneeze coming on. Nobody has time for that, Nat. And then this one is kind of like a beat up copy, and it was the only one, so I couldn't pick another one. But I had been wanting to get this for my son because I got him the Poppy Wars several years ago and he liked it. And I don't know if he read the whole series or not, but there's 3 books in the Poppy Wars series, and this is the next. It's not in the series, but this is like, I think, the next thing that she wrote after RF. I don't know if she or he, I don't know, RF Kwong. after they wrote that, I think this is the next thing that came out. Award-winning author of the Poppy War trilogy. Absolutely phenomenal. I've been hearing a lot about this, and it's right up his alley. I wish to God that I loved fantasy. I give it a try like once a year, and sometimes I read horror that has some fantasy, like this might, but just straight up fantasy, I struggle, and I want to love it because that would open up like so many more books to me. But maybe I'll try one of these this year. This one says, Traditore, an act of translation is always an act of betrayal. An act of translation is always an act of betrayal. Dun, dun, dun. 1828, Robin Swift, orphaned by cholera in Canton, is brought to London by the mysterious Professor Lavelle. There, Robin trains for years in Latin, ancient Greek, and Chinese, all in preparation for the day he'll enroll in Oxford University's prestigious Royal Institute of Translation, also known as Babel. Yes, that's Babel. Babel is the world's center for translation and, more importantly, magic. Silver working, the art of manifesting the meaning of lost translation using enchanted silver bars, has made the British unparalleled power as the arcane craft serves the Empire's quest for colonization. For Robin, Oxford is a utopia dedicated to the pursuit of knowledge, but knowledge obeys power. And as a Chinese boy raised in Britain, he realizes serving Babel means betraying his motherland. As his studies progress, Robin finds himself caught between Babel and the shadowy Hermes Society, an organization dedicated to stopping imperial expansion. When Britain pursues unjust war with China over silver and opium, Robin must decide, can powerful institutions be changed from within, or does revolution always require violence? I mean, it sounds good. An arcane history. So I don't know if this connects to the Poppy Wars, etc. Like, is it like a trapdoor type? Is it a prequel? I don't know. He'll have to tell me. Oh, there is the author. Rebecca. And this is a thickums. Okay. Pretty thick. This is 544. Oh, she wrote Yellowface too, which is totally not like these at all. I haven't read it. I've just watched I've watched a few videos that talked about that book. So Babel. Another thick book. This one I want to try this. Because I've heard so much good things about it. But again, it is fantasy. Jade City by Fonda Lee. Winner of the World Fantasy Award. Family is duty, magic is power, honor is everything. This one has, there's a whole, all these gray pages are extras. So maybe for like book club, and this is part of a trilogy, or maybe even more than a trilogy. 500-ish. Stylish and action-packed, full of ambitious families and guilt-ridden loves, Jade City is an epic drama reminiscent of the best classic Hong Kong gangster films, but takes place in a fantasy metropolis so gritty and well imagined that you'll forget you're reading a book. Modern day epic. Says Fonda Lee is the new Mario Puzo, who wrote The Godfather. So this is like The Godfather fantasy. I've never read The Godfather. I don't think there's a synopsis because it's not there. Not there. But the fantasy Godfather, we got to give it a whirl, right? Oh, there is one. This isn't all just, this is the synopsis right here. For centuries, honorable green-bone warriors have used magical jade to enhance their abilities and defend the island of Kikan from foreign invasion. Now the war is over and a new generation vies for control of Kikan's bustling capital city. 4 siblings of the powerful Call family must prepare for battle, and the fragile peace between the clans is about to break. Okay, short synopsis. Still interested, but this I feel like would take forever. I've read a couple long books this year, but I did those ones audio. And the last one he already read, and it was like actually happened to be right by these books, which is how I knew he'd be into them, since this isn't my specialty, this is not my niche. But we had already talked about this one, so I knew he'd like. So he read this Three Body Problem, winner of the Hugo Award, and it is on Netflix. I have not watched it, and you can see this screams sci-fi. I will not read this one. Those other ones maybe, but this one looks extra sci-fi to me. Wildly imaginative, says President Barack Obama. Experience beloved science fiction author Cixin Liu. Sorry, I don't know how to say that. Award-winning and best-selling masterpiece, The Three Body Problem. A groundbreaking novel of enormous scope and vision. And these are all of the authors, or some of the authors' other books, but I think that this is the only one that is a show, as far as I know. Set against the backdrop of China's Cultural Revolution, a secret military project sends signals into space in an attempt to make contact with aliens, and they succeed. An alien civilization on the brink of destruction captures the signal and plans to invade Earth. Now on Earth, different camps start forming, planning to either welcome the superior beings and help them take over a world seen as corrupt, or fight against the invasion. The result is a science fiction masterpiece of enormous scope and vision. That is The Three Body Problem. So The Three Body Problem, and then Babel, and then Jade City, and then this one I'm going to hold on to because I want to read it like today, because it is about a dark October night and I don't have much time. Time is of the essence. And I'm just giving my son, I mean, he's grown. He's in his 20s, so I'm just going to give him these books early. And I already gave him his other Christmas presents too, because they were shirts and flannels and stuff. And I was like, you could use these. Use them. Get your use out of them. Anyways, I'll have to let you guys know how this one is. Graveyard Shift. And actually, my son is a graveyard shifter. So maybe I'll creep him out with this one. Okay, I know this was a pretty short one, but if you watched it all the way to the end, thank you very much. I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, good night, sleep, and I